Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. So today I'm going to do a flip through of the Gilded Tarot. It's not a new deck. It originally came out in 2004 and this version itself is a 2004, although it has been reissued in 2012. I'm not sure if there is a difference between the two or not, but the one we're going to look through is a 2004. I just wanted to give you a bit of a background, backstory to why I'm sharing this deck. So in about 2003, I got to meet my dad's side of the family for the first time. And one of the people I got to meet was this lovely lady who everybody called Aunt Spud. And Aunt Spud did my very first tarot reading for me. So that was very cool. She was a wonderful lady, and I remember how neat it was to look at all the images and how she put it together in story form for me. And I was very inspired by that. Unfortunately, not too long ago, Aunt Spud passed away. I'm really glad I got the chance to meet with her and learn what I did from her. And she was a very fantastic lady. So I went back to Surrey, where I was living, and there was a metaphysical bookstore shop called Phoenix, and so I went to Phoenix and I wanted to pick out a tarot deck for myself. And they had this. I'm not sure why I didn't get the Rider Waite, as I'm pretty sure that's the one that my aunt used, but I just really liked the way that this deck looked. It was really pretty, so I got it. Fast forward a little bit, it was my daughter's birthday. I think she was turning 13 at the time, and a friend of ours gifted her the Thoth deck. Now, I was a little bit weary of the deck. I didn't think it was entirely appropriate for a 13-year-old to have that as her starter or beginner deck, and I asked her if she would mind trading me this for the Thoth deck, which she did. Now, my daughter passed away just over 3 years ago, and that has been absolutely heartbreaking. She is so missed. Absolutely amazing, wonderful, wonderful person. And one of the things that I sort of looked for after she passed away was this deck. She had, I'm not sure if she loaned it to somebody or what the case may be, but it was gone. And so recently, when I've been looking through getting decks and different decks that called to me, I remembered this deck. And so I purposely sought out the 2004 version from the book depository, and it just came in today. So I'm just going to share my flip through with you. It's the first time I've looked at these cards in a really long time. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you and share my first deck with you, and a little bit as to why this deck is important to me. So thanks again for stopping by, and I hope you enjoy the flip through. All right, so here is the box. Magnetic side. And it is 2004, Sierra Marchetti, the Gilded Tarot. I have already taken the cards out of the plastic, just so you don't have to listen to me crinkling around. It's really a lovely presentation. The guidebook is beautiful. It's been many years since I looked at this guidebook, but I recall it had a lot of amazing information. It's, good size. And it's written by Barbara Moore. And she does she's written lots of great intros and, not intros, but guidebooks. So we are going to take out the cards and start. should point out too, the backs of the cards are just beautiful. Really lovely. This card's a little bit different for myself in that I am familiar with seeing the Empress as sort of that space of stillness. And she looks very much emotion to me there, but the card itself is still beautiful. And I'd have to go poke into the symbolism, the way that the artist has wanted to depict this, lacking the sacred text and such, but it's a very beautiful card regardless. No sheaths of weight in the Empress, but beautiful nonetheless. It's very cosmic, a very cosmic deck. And very visually appealing. One of my favorite cards in almost all decks. The Hermit. Yeah, I mean, the idea behind the cards is the same. The symbolism, or it is missing some of the symbolism, or the symbolism is changed a little bit. But if you're familiar at all with tarot, it's really, it's still easy to read. I mean, they're just beautiful. This one I don't really recall, because I was thinking of the Devil card, sort of like being trapped to materialism because people are willingly in chains and sort of, into all their primal lower parts of self that they can't master. Whereas that Devil card doesn't really show very much of that, just shows the figure itself. But again, if you know what these cards are supposed to mean, then it's really not that big of a deal. Very pretty. The camera keeps wanting to focus on those trees behind me. Everything else there. Almost like cosmic steampunk. Just so beautiful. It's so neat to look through these cards again. It's been so long. And start with the wands. And you'll see that the little dots on there, they have the color of the suit, so they are Beautiful. It's one of the decks where I enjoyed the pips much more than the actual arcana. I don't know why, but I just love the depth, the color. Follows the symbolism really quite well. Apologize for my very out of focus day today. I'm not really a professional with this, so I do apologize. But yeah, the richness of the hips are just gorgeous. Love them so much. Which allows me to really overlook anything that I find not so appealing to me in the arcana. And one of my favorite cups, or favorite cards, 8 of Cups, which I've mentioned before, my stalker card. So pretty. I just love these. It's funny how back when I had them before, I paid so much more attention to the majors, and now it's like, wow, I just love these. How did I miss the depth of those? Just beautiful. So you notice the gems at the sides and the top, they're now the color of, they've changed to blue. And the 8 of Swords I find in a lot of the cards is I really like the Rider Waite version, how you can see a little house in the background, and I always liked how that sort of led me to think about that although you feel bound and trapped and everything, that indeed, you're actually not that far from home. Safety and security is right there. So sometimes when they leave those out, I still, of course, sort of to pull that into the card anyhow, because it's how I read it, but it's a little tiny things sometimes are missing that my tarot OCD gets the best of me, but oh, the Pentacles, so pretty. Again, I apologize for my do just love the vibrance, like how the colors. Really pretty. And I think as I've gone through so many cards in the past, or sorry, so many decks in the past 17 years, that I really appreciate these a lot more. Which I didn't appreciate them the same way when I had first got them. But they still really hold so much beauty. Definitely still would highly recommend this as a deck to somebody who was wanting a first deck. Though I think my favorite first deck for a purse would probably still be the Robin Wood. I still love that deck. But this is just really beautiful. I love this. Oh, so now we have the Quilt Cards. I don't know how I've missed those when I was flipping through. Quilt Cards are separate at the ends. We have the pages. And now we have the knights. Oh, look at the colors in that. Knight of Cups. Knight of Swords. Somebody will probably send a comment being like, how come you can't focus that? Gosh, like, get it together. I apologize. I need to work on my actual videoing skill. Queen of Wands. Wait, did she have a... she doesn't have her black cat. So that makes me sad. I really like, there's certain things I really like to be in the cards that are familiar to me, and the black cat and the Queen of Wands is one of those things. And here, the Queen of Cups, she's not in her typical position either. Not very traditional. At all. So that sort of disappoints me. Because I really do like, you know, how they have them situated, whether it be very airy in a loft, as in the swords, or cups being partially immersed in the water, or on the edge of the water for the queen, and in the water for the king, and it just really ties into the elements quite a bit, and how the element plays out with that particular court card, you know. So it's still beautiful. I still think they're very pretty. Now this is slightly a bit more so. You have the king here and you've got water, a reflection around him. So nice. Such a nice looking card though. And King of Swords. And the King of Pentacles. So we don't have a lot of the, you know, the Queen of Pentacles didn't have her rabbit, and we don't have in some of the thrones like the ram's head and stuff like that, and cherubs on the side of the thrones. But I think other than that, I mean, it's a beautiful deck, and a deck certainly doesn't have to have all the exact same attributes as the Rider Waite in order to be a very useful, intuitive, and easy to read deck. So I don't know, I think it's very beautiful. I'm very glad to have it again, and I'm definitely going to spend some time with it now and take a look through and flip through the book and get a feel for it again. So thanks so much for for stopping in and watching the flip through. I hope that it was helpful if it's a deck that you were thinking of getting. And yeah, that's it. Take it easy. Cheers.